Hey y'all, what's up? My name's Angela. Today we have another thrifted book haul. Very exciting stuff. I got a few books that are a little bit older that have been kind of on my TBR for a really long time, so I'm excited to share them with y'all. So the first book we have, very exciting. It was on my TBR for quite a while. It's Night Film by Marisha Pesce. This, as far as I know, is about a film director and his daughter who died, I think. Ashley Cordova, the mysterious gifted daughter of the reclusive film director Stanislas Cordova, is found dead in an abandoned warehouse in Lower Manhattan. Her death is ruled a suicide, but veteran investigative journalist Scott McGrath suspects otherwise. What happened to Ashley? Da-da-da. I've heard great things about this book. I also have the audiobook version, so I'm excited to pair the two and finally find out what this book is all about. I didn't realize it was kind of a mixed media kind of thing. There's a few like pictures of web pages, of news articles of Ashley's death. Oh, that's pretty cool. I really like mixed media in books, so excited for this one. Ooh, so if you didn't know, I don't read a lot of classics, but I'm trying to expand my classic collection so that I can start incorporating it into my reading. And I found just the most beautiful, stunning version of Little Women by Louisa May Alcott. This was surprisingly in good condition, and I think this is, what is this? This is the Sterling Publishing Company version of Little Women, and even has the little bookmark thing. I'm very excited. I think Little Women has always been one of those classics that feel very easy to tackle and not quite as intimidating. And I know a lot of people who don't like classics also tend to really like Little Women. This is a hefty one for sure, and I'm really excited to get into it. Next, we have The Bells by Donnell Clayton. I read a short story from Donnell Clayton in the Black Enough anthology, and I really enjoyed her writing, so I picked up The Bells, and I think this is set in New Orleans. In the opulent world of Orleans, belles are revered, for they control beauty, and beauty is a commodity coveted above all else. And this seems to be following our main character, Camilla, who is a belle, but is trying to become the belle chosen by the queen. This seems to have the kind of alternative US future feel where it's like a United States-esque kind of environment, but it's very different, but not also quite dystopian. So I'm interested in what this has to bring. This was published, 2018. This is actually a lot more recent than I thought it was. I thought this might have been like a early 2010 book, but The Bells by Donnell Clayton. This next one is a classic. This was one of the first books that I've ever added to my TBR shelf, and it is The Man Who Mistook His Wife for a Hat by Oliver Sacks. So Oliver Sacks is a physician, and in this book he recounts different case studies and stories of individuals with different neurological disorders. This is just one of those books that you hear about all the time, and this is my type of nonfiction. Small detail, but don't y'all love kind of like floppier paperbacks? This is my favorite type of book. I didn't understand people having favorite types of physical books, but now that I have more physical books, I totally get it now. Floppy paperbacks are such the way to go. Like, perfect, amazing. Next book is Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children by Ransom Riggs. This is one of those books that you see and hear about all the time. I mean, it's made into a movie. I actually saw this movie a few years ago, and gonna be honest, I don't remember half of it, but I remember not being super impressed. But I do know that this kind of has like a cult following at this point. A lot of people really like the style and the children in this book. And for some reason, I always associate this as like the darker precursor to The House in the Cerulean Sea. It feels more scary, somber-esque. And the last one for my haul is another classic, but not in the sense of the classics. It's Flowers in the Attic by V.C. Andrews. I've never heard of this book until I got into BookTube, and this is apparently like a really kind of dark, twisted, not really great book, but very different for the time. I didn't realize this was published in what, 1979. Crazy. And I think this is about children who are locked in their attic by one of their parents, and the children develop some very strange relationships. So that's what I know from this book so far, and I couldn't pass up kind of like worn in paperback. Oh, I love it. So that was my small thrifted book haul for today. Thanks for joining me. If you like this video, please click like, and if you want to see more, click subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.